think I got all the right buttons pushed. We'll find out here in just a second. Yep, I'm hearing the audio coming from probably me. Yep, it was me. All right, got that problem solved. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Wednesday edition of Ken Stott Live with the Zoom Homies, the Zoom Homies with Ken Stott Live. This is the third live stream of the day. The first two were, well, the second one was okay. Boy, I do look like I ain't all together here yet either. I'm going to have to maybe make some adjustments with the camera. Anyway, we have Rich, William, Greg, Sin, Jeff, Darren, and Jose. First thing I want to do is I have an apology to give out to Darren, who's still with us, and to Tony Wallow, who was with us on Zoom earlier today. I went to the garage to find something. It's like, old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard, and the cupboard was bare. I know I have a 50-foot extension cord out there in my garage. It's got the 3 prongs to plug in anything that's got the 3 prongs on the cord you need to have power. I just couldn't find it. By the time I got to tearing the garage up, Mrs. K comes out and she says, "It's time to go to work." I didn't even realize it was that late. So when I got back, I set the stream up rather hastily and called it an evening. I did get my box. The box is here. And everything looks to be and seems to be in proper working order. Sometime tomorrow, I plan on finding. Do what, Greg?
No, I said that was amazing that you actually got it today, although that's what should have happened.
Yeah. The driver tried to go down a road of, I was here earlier, and I just immediately wasn't having that nonsense. And as soon as I challenged him on it, you could tell by his, "William, you're going to the waiting room, okay? That's all I got to say. You're going to the waiting room."
Why?
You know why? Don't why? Gosh, I wonder it. Somehow I seem to have lost Logitech. So let me go see if I can find that. Anyway,
sounds like the driver just said he tried to drop it off just to save himself some time or something.
Probably. I don't know. Tony Wallow started us out with a good evening and a $4.99 contribution. Speaking of contributions, apparently yesterday on the premiere, at the end, about the same time I was ending the premiere, or the premiere was ending, because I don't end them, those are set on the amount of time that they're recorded for. Tony put a super chat into the chat. Now, as of 5:15 or so this afternoon, when I went back to look at the premiere, there is no super chat in the chat. As a matter of fact, there's practically no chat in the chat, and I know there was quite a bit of chat going on during the premiere yesterday, and I was really happy for that. So Tony starts us out with $4.99 this evening. Rick Lakes, hello, Rick. Rick's another $5 contribution to the channel. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. One Fish 26, or otherwise known as Sam. Is Sam here? Sam's not here, is he? I don't see him. He was second. Rick was third. Great Guy was fourth. He was taking a nap until 7:30. I took a nap until 9:45, and I barely woke up in time to get here. I've got to fix the camera. This is driving me up the ever popular and famous proverbial wall. Shows that Logitunes is running somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Give me just a minute to find. Oh, there it is. That's where I'd have put it. I'm just going to go through here and figure out which camera that is that I need. Apparently not this one. Let me go to the other one. There we go. And I'm just going to put everything back to auto because I don't feel like messing with it tonight. And there it's back to auto. That looks good in the preview. Looks horrible on Zoom. I'm going to go down Jose's road and blame it on Zoom. John Williams says, "Good evening and hello." Hello, John. and Sam says he's there somewhere. Mike Wojcik says hello. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. And we have a icon and a muted microphone out of Arkansas, otherwise known as Alex Cheek. And with that, I just killed the stream. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Now, I do notice that the camera that's being used for Zoom this evening is not my normal Zoom camera. That could explain a lot, and I'm not sure why that is. I did have an issue with Zoom earlier and was messing with the cameras, and I probably need to not do that. I probably need to, when I have an issue with anything, just stop, shut the machine down, and restart it.
Oh, thank God! Thank God to hear that I'm not the only one with Zoom issues.
It's just, the camera went all hinky, winky, wonky, whatever you want to call it, and I thought maybe I could click on some buttons and fix it. Oh my God, I sound like Josh Kinder now. Wintermeat joins us over in chat, saying hello to John Williams. We started working on, and when I say we, I mean me, started working on the studio today to get moved back in there, even though I said it would probably be after vacation. I'm not waiting that long. I will be back in that studio within a week. This is just driving me up the proverbial wall. I will do that, Jeff. Thank you. Speaking of that, Sin, I did get your email. Very interesting. I did go do some research. Very interesting. I just haven't had a chance to respond to you because, like I said, I got in from dropping her off. I set the stream up, and I laid down and took a pretty deserved nap. I was mentally worn out today. By the way, you can no longer. Well, I can't. I'm not going to say that live because I'll get yet another ad thing that I checked right before I started the show. It's still not. It's still yellow. I'm being penalized for a certain word that a certain someone said last night. And I'm not going to point names or say anything. Apparently you can't use the one word that was used last night anymore because that was the only thing that was said. And it was pointed out that that could be an issue. And it was an issue. I did get full monetization from the first. And the more I think about it, I just wonder if YouTube's being ha-ha funny. And they said, let's just pull an April Fool's joke. And, that wouldn't surprise me. That actually would not surprise me.
I think it's just a bad AI algorithm.
Yeah, I tried explaining that to Mrs. K, and John says he's tired after shoveling wet snow. Oh my gosh, we do not want to talk about that. They predicted snow for us here this evening. I'm going to put my avatar on real quick and look at if it's still on in the forecast or not. I backed the car in just to be safe. 30% chance of snow between 1 and 5 a.m. Doesn't say anything about accumulation or anything of that nature, so it's probably going to fall out of the sky. Whether or not it sticks or not, it's another story. What else?
Speaking of the white stuff, we have a 50% higher than normal snowfall in the Spring Mountains around the Valley of Las Vegas this year.
Huh.
Well, Spring Mountains are only one side of the valley. I'll have to look at a map to tell you. But I did hear that on the weather last night.
What mountains is Mount Charleston on? I mean, or is it Mount Charleston?
That's probably in the Spring Mountains.
Okay.
No, I mean, we've seen snow on a lot of other mountains this year, too. It didn't last.
Right.
It's not high enough elevation like Charleston.
Yeah, we always enjoyed going up to Mount Charleston. Always.
They're going to rebuild the lodge that burned up there, probably starting this year sometime.
Did it burn recently?
About a year and a half ago, it burned clear to the ground. I mean, just gone.
Oh wow.
The cabins are still there and still being used,
Right.
but they just recently announced a design for the replacement lodge.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. Right when we had built the koi pond, they were doing away with their koi pond, and they were giving their koi away free. You just had to go out there and catch them. So we went and made 3 trips, and I was out in the middle of the koi pond was only about 1.5 feet deep, if that. And we would herd them into one corner, and there would be my wife and a friend with a net to catch them in the net. There was some beautiful, beautiful koi. And I wasn't too particular about, well, I want that one or this one, you know, but she was. She was like, oh, go get that one over there. And I'm like, just get the doggone koi. You know?
Well, like the Spring Mountains are, though, it does include Mount Charleston. And just looked on the map. It's the mountains in the west and northwest of Las Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So snow depth was 151% of normal.
Rick said they got into the 50s today. We were quite rainy off and on today and windy. I don't know. It's been a weird day. It's been a Monday on a Wednesday. I don't know that I'm going to go the full half hour tonight or not. And I don't think I'm sticking around on Zoom. I don't have anything to do tomorrow that is going to need me to go to sleep, but I just worn out. I am beat physically and mentally. Didn't do a whole lot physically today. In fact, Mrs. K told me to stop. She said, just wait on my son, but they're going through some house renovations, so I don't know when he's going to be available to help me or not. Wow, that did not change
I'm
anything.
here now.
That's not as bad as the converting one room to office from a bedroom.
Yeah. It was, yeah, I guess it does change it a little bit. The cameras are side by side, but maybe if I put a background on it, it'll help it out. Well, it's good that Alex is here now.
While you are here, Ken, I do have something I want to let everybody know. Something amazing that happened today. And since I know you were not here, I'll fill you in, Ken. Last night, I told the rest of y'all that was here that I was going to have a guy show up today to do for me to. He had 2 phones. He had an old phone and his new phone. He wanted me to transfer everything from his old phone to his new phone. And I was able to do that and set up his Facebook and his Google account with the two factor and give him the code you can print out, so he wouldn't, if he forgot his password, he could just use those codes to log in or whatnot. But he sat here and talked to me for probably 15 or 20 minutes, talking to me about how he repairs garage doors for a living. Talking to me about how he repairs garage doors and what his rate and all that is, what he charges. Well, he explained all that to me, and I did the work and got it done in about 2.5 hours. When he left, he handed me $300.
Wow.
I made $300 today just off that one guy.
Those are the jobs you need.
Yeah. Clearly. There for a minute, I thought you were going to say he offered you a job installing and repairing garage doors.
I'd like to see that.
Kind of glad to hear you didn't get that offer, but that's good news, Alex. That's
Don't
great.
spend it all on pizza and Amazon food.
And he's very happy with his new phone And I have to commend him on one thing. He went to the store to get he has a straight talk. His old phone, the straight talk, and his new phone is straight talk. Well, he went to the store to get the new phone, and the salesman at the store tried to sell him the 30 gigabyte model, and he said he was already looking at the one he got, and he was like, "Oh no, I think I'll go with this one." And boy, am I sure glad he did, because he didn't have much on his old phone, because he couldn't have had much because it was only a 16 gig, really old Samsung Galaxy, like a 10-year-old model phone. The most he had on it was like 300 and 400 pictures, but it made my life a whole bunch easier doing the transfer for 2 reasons. They were both Samsungs, and he bought the 128 gigabyte model. So even after doing the transfer, he still got plenty of room to put on there.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Other apps or whatever that he wants. And as far as his number, that was easy. We were just able to turn both of the phones off, and take the old SIM card out of the old phone and put it in the new phone, and everything worked right away. I checked the data and everything, and called, and everything works. So he doesn't have to call the company, call his straight talk. But I told him to keep that new SIM card that came with the phone in case he does.
Just in case, yeah.
You can call and have the number transferred to that.
So we have a viewer that wants to know. They have a question. The viewer question is, Alex, are you going to buy and spend your money that you got today one Slim Jim at a time? How do you address that question there, Alex?
Can you beat me to it?
No, I'm never going to leave that down, am I?
Probably not. You're not. Jerry. Oh, Jerry's back from Chicago. Hello, Jerry. Jerry joined us on one of the earlier live streams today. Don't remember if it was the first or second one. Me being old and feeble and no memory.
Yeah, he does have a bunch of stuff on his channel. I went and looked at it.
That's the one thing I have not done, but if you vetted him, then that's good enough for me. And we'll go ahead and make Jerry a moderator in case he wants to post his channel link for people to go check him out. There you go, Jerry. You are now a standard mod. If you'd like to post your link, you may. That's the primary reason for people being mods. And of course, mods can do what mods do. If they see something inappropriate or feel something's inappropriate, by all means, remove it or take the comment out, put the person in timeout. And I have no issues with that. I've only had to one time correct a mod, and that was, gosh, has it been that long ago, a year or so ago? And that's when Bobby Warren, actually, I believe it was Tony Wallow that he timed out of all people before that got fixed. Weird times back then. Good to see Jerry back. I appreciate it. I appreciate the subscription. I appreciate the likes. We were at 16. It's dropped to 15. I have no idea what the likes are right now. I'm kind of hesitant to refresh because it seems that every time I refresh, it doesn't go as well as it should. It tends to not work right. Now, I am going to, before I leave the air this evening, go look at my live content, and it is still yellow. The stream from Tuesday, April 2nd, is still limited due to ad suitability. And we all know the ad suitability is where the AI thinks certain things that are said, words and actions of putting people in the waiting room while you're on live stream. Alex, you need to thank your AI cousin for that, is inappropriate for certain people, and I want to kind of shy away from doing that. Even though
I hope I don't have any AI cousins.
Well, apparently you have one that gets frustrated when I put you in the waiting room.
we don't need any AI Joshes around.
No, we
And
don't.
one more thing, about this guy. He said he would refer me to some of his other people, and if I get calls from anybody that says they were referred to me by him, he told me to charge them $100 an hour as well. So
Wow. Well, hopefully, not only will you maybe get some more phones to work on, maybe you'll get some decent laptops and or computers to work on that aren't so old and ancient and not, they are actually worth working on instead of some of the stuff that you've been getting recently. No, I don't want to do that.
I've done pretty good these last two jobs I've had. A really decent computer and a really decent phone. I mean,
Oh, Sam, I see Chris is here too. Chris said he might not be with us this evening. He sent me a message earlier today. I guess his allergies were acting up, and I understand that.
And talking about him.
Yep. Yeah, he just joined Zoom. Hello, Chris. I hope that you're feeling better. And did he leave already?
Yeah, that's how I put to you.
He pulled a Jose. Oh, now he's back. Oh, you got your hand. Oh, wow. When you waved your hand, it recognized it.
No, he's back.
That's weird. As we all know, we've experimented 1,000 times with put your hand up, see if it'll recognize it. No, Jose goes, hi, and it recognizes his hand.
Yeah, I'm back. Seems like if I
Look at that. There you go.
No problem, Jerry. I will check out your channel as soon as the stream is over. I will go to it and I will, as the Filipinos say, I will give you a banana. That really actually sounds horrible. And I will support your house. I don't know if that's, I know what, I'll explain afterwards on Zoom what that is. I'm sure most of you already know what that is. Apparently, you're not supposed to use the word SUBSCRPTION on live streams. Apparently. I don't know. I'm not going, I'm going to test the spelling. We're going to start treating each other like little children. Filipinos say, yes, they do say tamsack, or it's actually for thumbs up. I don't get the I'm subscribed to quite a few Filipino channels, as you all know, and I don't know how to describe it. You have to go experience it for yourself. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. One of the things I find interesting, and I personally could not do, is live stream or SLS for WH, silent live stream for watch hours.
it seems like
And that
if
was
I
just a
lay
sample of a silent live stream, and that drove me up a well, and that wasn't even 15 seconds. So I just could not do it. Was that Chris Garrett speaking? Chris, was that you?
Yeah, it seems like if I lay down, my nose gets stopped up worse.
Yeah,
you've done it
you
before,
sound all
haven't you?
congested.
You've done it before, haven't you? Like the solid colors for like 12 hours.
So I'm going to see if, yes, there we go. When I turn the camera off, since Jerry's watching the stream, then that means, I don't know how that looks on the stream itself. Let me pull Zoom out of the way. Yeah, it's still there. This is my Filipino support right there. This is Mrs. K. She is my wife, obviously from the Philippines. And I have said for years, if she would just reach out to the Philippines, my channel will grow immensely. And it did. And she did not reach out to the Philippines. There is irony in that. But I'm happy with where it stands. I think it's 1718 or 1719 as of right now. The ad suitability is about the only concern I have, but I am not going to try to watch what I say. If a certain words here and there slip or whatever, I'm fine with it. I would say we do try to keep it family friendly. I would think, unless it's really something drastic, anything goes except for the ever popular 7-second rule word, and we all know what that is, or we should by now. Otherwise, I don't care. If it happens, it happens. I'll look at it, and if a review needed, I'll put the review in. If not, then I'll just leave it and go from there. I really expected the music that I'm testing out from YouTube's new program to get dinged. So far.
Well, we could try some alternate expressions for some of that stuff. You remember Colonel Potter on MASH? It was meadow muffins.
Horse hockey?
Yeah, horse hockey and meadow muffins.
Yeah. I do, actually. I do.
Well, Kent, I would like to give thanks to whoever recommended that kind of music that you're using for your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I want to know it.
I did get the box. The box is sitting in the living room on a speaker, and I did get it. If you would like to join us, boy, what a con this could end up being, or a scam. If you'd like to join us on the after stream Zoom, send me an email to kstoutzoom Z00, not 00m@gmail.com, because I have some additional information that I would like to pass on with that. And it is getting close to the end of the stream. I actually made it almost a half hour tonight.
We sneak it up on the witching hour.
Pardon? Yeah, it's just
Almost
about that time. Did I hear a bell?
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, Jim's here.
KJ3.
Hello, Jim. I thought I heard the bell.
Did hear the bell.
I heard the bell. Did anybody else hear the bell? I heard the bell.
Yeah, ding dong.
I did.
Oh, thank you everyone for being here. Again, Tony, thank you so much. I apologize that I did not see the super chat during the premiere yesterday. I did just check a while ago. It's still not there. Might not ever be there. And again, Tony and I and Darren and Jim were on Zoom, and I went to the garage, and I feel really bad that I said, I will be right back, and I didn't come right back until tonight's show. I will find what I'm looking for. It's got to be out there somewhere. Either that or I'm just going to go buy a new one. Quit being so cheap. Hey, Alex, can you send me a PayPal? I need to buy an extension cord.
How much you want?
How much you got?
$300, Rick.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. That would be one fine extension cord, would it not?
I've got.
I'm just messing with you, Alex. I'm going to go ahead and end the show. Thank you, Rick, for your contribution to the channel light. Thank you, Tony, again, for your contribution to the channel light. Thank you, Jeff, for your contribution to the channel light through PayPal. I appreciate that. PayPal, Amazon gift cards. I don't want to sound like other people that we know, but I ain't going to say no. Let's just put it that way. Join us on Zoom. The Zoom will continue, and I'm going to go find the right button. It's got to be around here somewhere. Do what, Alex?
You didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
I see Alex's lips are moving. Can you guys hear him?
He's
Oh, he's eating. Oh, okay.